Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The light blue and white of Kenan Stadium. Players of past years have been so strong there, trying to rebuild that school spirit in Chapel Hill. 50,000 strong at Kenan Stadium hope to get this season off to a great start. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Oklahoma State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. To throw, it's Chambers. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on! Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it on the option. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Runs through the tackle. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pulls it in. It's Thurman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Chambers. Unloads to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's complete to the right. Lowers those pads. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Quarterback's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. He's into the open down the middle. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop. The ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. The short hands. It's Barnes. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And he's tackled at the 41. And first down for the offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Play clock was getting close to 0 and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. There's some room. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Snap in the shotgun. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day.
Might have a chance. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Pucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route.
Over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. Gets away from one. He's got space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. There's a crease. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Under fire. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give out of the gun. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab deep. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's for going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
They're throwing for it on a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Running inside. It's Hall. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. North Carolina will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
14. Sweet. Return. Polish. Go.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Gators coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Gonna run it. It's Mason. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Makes the grab, it's Ship. Hits him with a stiff arm. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sets up the screen. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Snap, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Fielded in the end zone. It's Page. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Here's a little room there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted this the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Motion from the wideout. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. Ripping through the defense. To the house. Touchdown, UNC.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropping back, it's Chambers. Moving out to the right. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here comes the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Goes high to pull it in. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Hawkins. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Under fire. Still looking for a man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he puts through the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Could not make his way to the corner.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Got his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead in just a few minutes left. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. On the run, it's Hawkins. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Now the toss. Showing off the arms. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to...
Finding some room. Quick step and go. He smashes his way through again. Past the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached Pater. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Page. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes. And finally, on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep...
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up my several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.